One of the casters is missing its wheel. The base of it's there, but the wheel part is missing. So I looked in my parts box and did find a wheel of the same height and a shaft that would work with this base. I'm going to grind the head of this shaft off to release it from its casing. Now that I have the shaft out, I'm going to remove the original base from the box and drill a hole the same diameter as the shaft of my wheel. I have to cut the shaft to the right height, and I'm peening over the head of the shaft through the base with a washer of the original base from the box. The little wood had to be removed to fit the caster, but the original base of the caster is back with the new wheel. So if we look at the water damage area, that white look, usually means there's moisture particles trapped in the finish. We want to make sure that the finish is not separating from the wood, if it scratches easy or not. A little physical test by rubbing it does not look like the finish is scratching off at all. So that's actually a good sign. That means that the finish is still adhered to the wood, and the white area is moisture particles that's trapped in the finish. And there's a way to evaporate that out. Before I do that, though, I want to clean the finish of any dirt, carbon type dirt, soot, cigarette smoke, anything like that that might be clinging to the finish. We're going to clean it first. And I want to clean it with a material that will separate the dirt from the wood, not hurt the finish, and evaporate and dry quickly. So this is an aerosol glass cleaner. I like it because it's basically a diluted alcohol with a cleaner. It doesn't make the wood wet. It evaporates quickly. The only thing it will take off will be dirt. And that's just what we did. The top had some issues before it ever got affected by water damage. There was another watermark right here on this top, this one right here, and the top is also very dirty. So we want to carefully clean this top one section at a time. So right now I have the whole box cleaned of all dirt and dust, and the one thing about it is that in the cleaning process alone, some of the cloudy watermarks have come out. So we have already cleaned the box with a cleaner that had diluted alcohol in it, which took away most of the cloudy marks, but this mark here is stubborn. So what we're going to do is I have some denatured alcohol in this box. This is an aerosol sprayer, and I'm going to fume denatured alcohol onto this cloudy mark over here to draw out the moisture out of the finish. I don't want to brush it on because I don't want to melt this finish. The alcohol is the thinner for shellac, and that's what this case is finished with. So I'm going to just get this alcohol, and I'm going to fume the alcohol onto the cloudy marks. And we're going to let that dry for a while. Last, I put the denatured alcohol on all the cloudy white marks, and they all disappeared. And what was left is a little shiny area from where I applied the alcohol, because the alcohol slightly melted the finish. The finish is made from shellac. The solvent for shellac is alcohol. So when you apply alcohol on it, it slightly melted the finish, but then it dried solid again, and it's left a little shiny. So everywhere where there is a shiny part from the alcohol I put on, I'm going to rub it with fine steel wool to make the shine go away. Okay, if you look over here where the name is, where there used to be that big water patch, there's a little bit of damage over here to the finish, to the left and the right of this L. So we're going to put a little color here and here to match, so there's not so much contrast. Now, I'm going to seal the touch-up I put on, enhance it. Okay, that's close. Let's see if we could bring up this L a little bit. Okay. The idea of this touch-up is just to be as conservative as possible. We just want to see the original thing. We're just putting a little touch-up on that loss of finish there, that contrast. That's good enough right there. You can make it out, and this is going to dry, and then we'll worry about the sheen later.